friends, it's April from LearnToBecome.com. So excited to be able to share a little idea that helped me a lot today. And as we're trying to strengthen our families and trying to reduce our stress and have more trust in our higher power, I thought that this would be helpful for you today. So I've been reading a book called None Like Him by Jen Wilkin. It was referred to me by my friend Kanye, and I heard about it and immediately got it, and I'm so glad I did. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but what I've read has been fantastic. And it really linked in perfectly with something that I was going through earlier this week and just thought I would share with you. So the other night, my friends and I had kind of a virtual book club. We were talking about the book When Panic Attacks by Dr. David Burns, which is fantastic. And I actually recorded a couple podcasts with Dr. Burns, one on Power of Moms Radio a couple weeks ago and one on Learn, Do, Become Radio just last week. And as we were talking about anxiety and as we were talking about the stress that we feel sometimes, I was sharing that sometimes I think that everything depends on me. Everyone needs me. I'm the one holding it all together. I have to do so much. And I realized that I'm putting too much credit on myself, too much thinking that I have this power to do everything, which I don't. And as I was reading this book later that night, after our book club was over, it really touched me. So here's just a couple thoughts for you. First of all, she shares this list, and I'll kind of hold it up. It says, only God is, and she lists it. And then she says, God is, and we can be, and she lists them. So I'll just focus on one today, but she says self-sufficient. God is self-sufficient, but we aren't. We need rest. We need help. We need, sustenance from him, right? And so I turned directly to that chapter because I thought that's my main problem. I think that I need to be self-sufficient and I need to be able to do everything myself. And so here's a great little quote from her book. She said, we become plate spinners and ball jugglers. With our lives collapsing around us, we paint on a smile and fake our way through another Sunday at church, denying our need for authenticity. We take out another line of credit, denying our need for financial stability. We ignore our symptoms of illness, denying our need for medical attention. And we work late into the night, denying our need for rest. We starve ourselves to a size 2, denying our need for food. I'm fine. I'm better than fine, and I certainly don't need help. Oh, and I heard that. I mean, not all of these apply to you, but that idea that we deny ourselves rest or whatever it is we need in order to say we're fine, we're self-sufficient, I think that's something too many of us do. I know I fall into that all the time. And so this final thought I'll just share, she says, we turn from the God worship that should have resulted from seeing our need to the self-worship of believing we, like God, are self-sufficient. So the change that I'm making is when I notice that I'm lacking strength, I'm turning that, instead of getting frustrated with myself, I'm turning that to praising the one who always has strength. And instead of feeling frustrated when I'm not smart enough or I don't have the ability to do everything I need to do, I turn my thoughts to the one who has the ability to do all things and to help us. So you can probably hear my kids like running around. We're heading out to church. But that was just helpful to me today and thought I would share it, that we aren't supposed to be able to have all power and all knowledge and everything, that God has that. So when we're frustrated either with other people or with ourselves for not being God, we need to turn that around and realize we're human. That's how we were created, and there's so much we can do within our humanness to love and serve and grow, but that at the end of the day, the praise goes to our higher power. So I hope that was helpful to you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.